we got the starter Pokemon Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. And here's the thing, I'm pretty.
Did not hit me what we're doing.
I feel like I appreciated these Pokemon a lot when they first came out, these starter Pokemon, and they've kind of just, I think, overall grown on me as like they just kind of settled out as like mid Pokemon, all of them, all the starters.
Okay.
Yes.
Really? Okay, so you're both feeling that way. I'm going to be honest. I feel like base stage, so not factoring in the evolutions.
Yeah.
Because that changes things. But base stage, I feel like they are some of the best starter batches. Like,
interesting. Okay. Just base stage.
Quaxly, Fuecoco, and Sprigatito, like that is a fire lineup right there. Now, when they evolve, my opinion changes. But those base stages, I feel like look so good.
I haven't watched much of the anime, so maybe there's a better appreciation or representation of those Pokemon in the anime.
There might be, but honestly, I've kind of thought this from the beginning about them. So I think that if anything, the anime's just kept my original.
The anime for Fuecoco won my heart over, but
really?
For Sprigatito, like it's just whatever. Yeah. I haven't changed much on Sprigatito is just a cat, a little house cat, and it's cute.
Yeah,
it's cute, but it's just that, and it's not enough for me. I don't agree. I kind of agree with you, Lumi, but Sprigatito is the like most boring out of the three for me. So it's like,
sure.
Yeah, that's C tier.
And I'd agree. In my Scarlet and Violet playthrough, I used Fuecoco and Quaxly, but did not opt to use Sprigatito. Fun fact though, the Sprigatito line, like as a whole, is my wife's favorite starter of any of them.
The Sprigatito line, wow.
Type is Sprigatito.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that love cats, and that's anybody that loves a cat is gonna be like, yeah,
sure, yeah.
I like cats, but it's just I'm not like I don't have like 10 cats or anything. So, yeah, Sprigatito's C for me.
I'd put Sprigatito in. Geez, I'm leaning between a B and an A.
I like what you're doing here, Dusty. This is good.
Yeah, just to make them a little bit bigger.
You can scroll and we can see.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You said A?
I'm between a B and an A.
Wait,
I feel like
can we establish what?
I'm gonna say B.
Can we establish what like neutral is? Like, what do you guys think neutral is?
I say neutral is C.
Yeah,
C is
I agree.
neutral.
C is like fine.
Yeah.
D is like
I think it's
I
above
dislike
fine.
it, but it's not horrible.
I'm tempted to say A, but I feel like at the end of this list, when I go through all my A's, I'll be like, Sprigatito's the oddball here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it at B. I think that's safer.
Yeah, I feel like B needs to be like, B is like, it's nice. A is like, I love it. S tier should be like, this is the cream of the crop. Like most Pokemon should be in B or C, I think.
100%.
Because I think I think this is where a lot of our disagreement comes from. When like neutral is like an A, right?
It's not.
Yeah, no, A is definitely not my neutral.
Okay.
C is neutral, mid, whatever.
But it is above neutral for me. I think it's a really good design. So I'd say B. Where do you say, Dusty?
C.
Okay, C it is.
If cats could be green in real life, you would have a Sprigatito.
Yeah. I see it, dude. Yeah. Like, compare this to I'm playing through Crystal.
We don't have to go
and
too
I got
crazy.
a Bayleaf right now, and the thing is so sick. But pick any other grass type starter, and you put this thing next to it, and it's just a green cat. Soul's right. It's just a green cat. Like, what about it is grass type? It's just a green cat. Litten is such a better elemental
look here.
Yeah, but they could have
for me, I am
done a
also
better
thinking,
job with that.
Like, beyond the design too, like little details about the Pokemon, like when it cats, they call it making biscuits. The cats will like do like this on their spot. It makes a sweet smell.
Yeah, but that's not in the design. That's not represented in the design though.
It's not, but I'm ranking the Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm ranking.
Like, I kind
that's
of
another thing we should.
I'm ranking the design.
I'm only ranking design, and I'm also thinking about how I've seen the design in multiple medias. That's it.
Sure.
So like it's not just the Sugimori art.
I will retailer my brain, and now I feel more confident about my B. But either way, it goes to C.
Because there's all sorts of fun. I mean, listen, this is gonna be
we cannot take this long on each one.
No, we won't.
But we're establishing things, though. We're establishing our.
It's true.
Yeah, Sprigatito is just like, and it's fine. I think I I don't know.
I think you
just
brought up
don't
a
care.
good point though, Dusty. Is to like people will compare it to Litten. Like, isn't Litten just a cat?
No,
But
Litten.
Litten's got a really cool factor and sleek and potential. I don't know. This is a cartoon cat. Like, it's got a huge head too. Like,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why Litten's so good. First off, Litten's got. First off, okay, it's a black cat.
You just go that concept art.
Yeah, black cat, amazing, right? So it's a black cat. That's cool. It's got these like tiger stripes, which represent the fire type. And you're like, okay, well, what else is fire about it? It's just a cat. Then you look at the concept art, which is right here.
Okay, but we
hold on.
say...
Let me tell my point. Let me say my point. Its tail is literally a fuse. It's like a bomb fuse.
Yeah.
Okay, and also when it shoots fire, just like a Cyndaquil where its fire erupts from its back when it's charged up, when Litten is breathing fire or ready to go, its hair sticks up, and the hair that sticks up is red, right? Like a flame on the back of its body.
Can we do another Gen 7 tier?
Sprigatito has nothing to do with that.
I gotta put this guy in
there's like
S tier right now.
I think I did put it in S tier.
There's a remake, we should revisit that Gen 2, right? Like if there's Unova remakes, we should, after playing the Unova games, go back and do another Gen 5 tier list.
Litten is so great.
I realized how much I loved it until this very moment.
I believe I put it in S tier.
I have never argued that Sprigatito is as good as Litten.
No.
It is.
I'm not. I'm just telling the audience.
Yeah. I just need the audience to know that about me. That I do think Litten's the superior one.
I'm not a bad person.
For Sprigatito, I assume we're now going Fuecoco and Quaxley, not doing the Sprigatito.
You got it.
Right? Okay.
You got it, buddy.
That's fair.
I'm so tempted to put this little guy in S tier.
I know you are, which is fine.
I love him.
It's not that great though. It's not that great.
I just need to think. No, it is that great, especially.
It's not. He's got cheese on his belly.
Dude, who cares, man?
He's one of the best.
I have cheese in my belly. You know what's the problem?
I think, I don't know. For my taste, this is not it. Like I much prefer a Sandile. I much prefer a Totodile. Fuecoco is just too much of a goof. I guess I don't like its. I'm fine with it being so like structurally sound. Like it looks like really sturdy, which is fine, but. I don't know. Too much of a goofball for me. I don't like the proportions. I think the eyes are weird. The teeth are weird. It almost looks like, we all thought it was going to be like a pepper. Right?
It is supposed to be a pepper. He is
supposed to resemble that.
Yeah, he's shaped like a pepper, 100%.
And I don't know. Like its mouth to me just looks like it's being peeled back. I don't like it. It
looks like a Disney. It's a Disney.
Yeah, I don't like that
character.
Maybe that's why I want to put it.
I don't like that.
I'm not going to lie. You just convinced me that it's S. Because it's like what you said too. You said you prefer Sandile, you prefer Totodile, and I think that's what I appreciate about it. Is it's our third alligator crocodile thing, and they went and they made it. It is unique. It is not comparable to Sandile and Totodile because it is totally different, and I like that.
I do like that. I don't think that in itself makes it S tier. I think
that alone doesn't. But I do like it. That is another
it's a unique
reason
design.
For me
sure,
that it is.
I have to say A, because I can't, in good conscience, put this in S. I love it. I love him so much. He's this close.
You know what?
I can't.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna save this card for later in the episode, but it is my birthday, so I feel like I should get preference on every single one of these.
I told you that I've been remembering, and on the day I would forget about it. I told you I would do that.
We both forgot, even though we talked about it last night.
Happy birthday!
Thanks, appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
The only gift I want is Fuecoco to be. I want emotions to be lowered, and I think Fuecoco is just C tier.
Oh my gosh!
C tier is neutral. C tier is neutral.
But this is not neutral. No.
This was the problem with today being your birthday and us doing this because.
No.
What are we gonna do now?
Bro, lay it on me, please.
No, I know. We're not. But either way,
I don't know.
And this is a ridiculous take. He should definitely be at least A tier. He's amazing.
I just don't like him. Again, 2 years have gone by. I've used this Pokemon in Pokemon Sleep. I've used it in all these different games. I don't care about it. I think its body is weird. I don't like it. I like its evolutions.
Okay. It's fair if that's your taste, but he's A for me.
All right.
Yeah. And this is also going to make you upset, Dusty. But
it goes up, I know. No, it goes to A? No.
Yep.
Yeah, because he put in S.
Oh my god!
But it meets at B. It meets in the middle. It meets in the middle.
No, listen. I will explain the math to you. Each of these letters are assigned a number. F is 0, D is 1, C is 2, B is 3, A is 4, S is 5. I said S, that's 5. Soul said
you said S.
A,
you said S.
4. I said S, yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
A, that's 4, so that's 9. You said
that's
C,
fine.
which is 2. That makes it 11. 11 divided by 3 is 3.666667, which rounds up.
Okay, we got it. Good explanation.
You did it.
That's
It was quick. That was a pretty quick explanation. I totally checked out because I was like, I don't know.
Well, when you have to explain this for the 15 million.
I thought you said there was 2. I thought you both said A.
No, I said S.
Okay, gotcha.
I said S.
All right, so Fuecoco goes to A. That's incorrect, but okay. Next we've got Quaxley. This is one of Soul's little haters.
I like Quaxley.
Soul likes Quaxley.
No, I like Quaxley.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's
I love him.
I think he's listen, this is kind of a cool little hidden thing.
I love that one.
It has a new so basically when his hair gets wet, his whole thing is that he's always got to keep his hair nice. Quaxley's got to keep his hair nice, and when it is unkempt, it just turns into this like little puffball, which is awesome and relatable, and it's such a fun personality trait.
I think they made that for the anime because he's Dot's Pokemon, and that's like not in the game where his hair goes like that. His hair never does that in the game. So I'm just thinking like they made that little detail for the anime to be like Dot's hair, which is like covered. Yeah. Fun fact.
He's cute. He's like a little Donald Duck. I honestly
he is more Disney starters that we got here.
Also, why I probably love him.
Yeah,
I
think
remember
nice.
being on the fence about these 2 starters, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to use Fuecoco or Quaxley, so I just ultimately decided I'm using both of them because I love them both so much. But I will put Quaxley in A, as I do like Fuecoco slightly.
Again,
more.
are these too high? Like, is A tier is
Probably.
best?
Oh, absolutely.
A tier is like
Quaxley
the best Pokemon.
Genuinely, S tier is the best Pokemon.
No. A tier is like
greatness.
A tier is greatness.
Yeah, and to me it is greatness.
All right.
I love Quaxley.
This one is
also
really
the
hard.
Blue feet. The blue feet are adorable.
Yeah, the blue feet are great. I wish it went into like the blue-footed booby direction, but it didn't. This one is so hard for me because if there was another tier, if this was my own personal tier list, I would make like a in between B and C tier, and that's where Quaxley would go. Because to me, it is not B and it is not mid either. So it's like I would put it in C. But I feel like the top of C. He has to be at the top of C. I like it.
Yeah, I put him in B because I think it's better. I think like just as a standalone Pokemon, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like I just think, oh, that's nice. I like it. Okay, whatever.
He
goes to B then.
Yeah, that's perfect. Listen, we're getting along. This is all good.
Yeah.
Let's get to these.
Hectic, though.
Yeah, let's get to these mid stages now. We got Floragato next.
I've chilled on this one. I adored it when it came out, and I still like it a lot. But I definitely, I'm not sure, but I think I pushed for S tier for this last time.
Yeah,
go that far this
there was
time.
a lot of hype online for Floragato, and it is a cool Pokemon. It's cool. Like, it's like just it's just a cool little ninja cat. It's cool.
In fairness, too, I also think there were maybe some high emotions because when you compare this to the other 2 mid stages, this is. Like, on its own, it's a cool Pokemon. Compared to the other 2, it's one of the best Pokemon to ever exist. You know what I mean? Because the other 2 are compared to the other 2.
It's funny because nice. I think that we've all like been like disillusioned by. I don't know. Yeah, like gone down. Whatever.
I just don't like cats that much, so I really don't care.
I do, but I'm not impressed by Floragato that much. This was cool. That image was cool.
Yeah, let's get a little yo-yo, little yo-yo flower. It's fun.
I'm gonna say C tier.
Wow. Okay. See, that's definitely.
Well, this is where I should. This is where I should start and say that I think that these are the worst starters of all the starters. Any starter of any generation, all 3 of these are the worst. Not that they're all bad, but they're all like at least mid. You know, like Fuecoco is the peak of them all, and that's it. So we've already peaked. We've already peaked.
Yeah, so, I'd probably put. This is true. Why did I put? I'm trying to think about like other Pokemon. What always? Backwards. Well, no, just what always happens is I forget about like what I need to actually do is like make an actual list to determine like what is.
That's fair though. You're just you're calibrating, right?
So I'm always recalibrating, yeah.
But recalibrate right now and then go on with the rest of the list.
No, I know. I'm just.
I was just thinking about that with Quaxley because I was going to put.
Because I'm like why did I put him in B? That's too high.
Yeah,
I think he's better than. He's better than. Have we moved on to Florigato?
Yes, we have. But we'll allow you this one time if you want.
I think Quaxley. Probably in C.
C. Okay. Well, then
so he
that
still goes
would make
to B.
it. And yeah, it still goes to B.
All right, whatever.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, if you want to support, if you want your name to be read, you can join on Patreon or YouTube. There's a link in the description right now to either one of your preferences. At the mythical tier or higher, you get your name read on the show. But every other, no, at the $5 tier, just $5, $5 gets you access to so much. Not only are you going to get access to the bonus episode, which is going to be on Patreon or on YouTube, but you're also going to get access to every other exclusive piece of content that we put out. There's probably like 100 hours of us yapping.
That library is getting big.
It's getting so big. There's gameplay VODs, there's live stream VODs, there's exclusive interviews, exclusive conversations.
Soul ate an octopus.
That's what is our first episode, I think? Second episode?
That's an old one, but
yeah. And you also get access to the Discord, and in the secret Discord, this is like the covenant, the secret Discord. You get into the secret Discord. There's over 200 trainers, exclusive members in that Discord. There's other creators in the Discord. Toby and Loxton are in that Discord, for example. But you in the Discord is how you that's how you can, I guess, Lumi, you kind of run the Discord a little bit more than me, but in the Discord you get access to the Battle League. You also can join in on the live call-in show that we're actually doing, but you also get 10% off merch at our merch store. So that was a little bit long-winded, but I'm excited. Thank you for your support. And
okay, Florigato C for me. What about you guys?
I'll put in B.
I think D.
It's definitely above mid
B
to me.
I think Florigato is like a nice design. I think the colors are cool. I like grass types. I don't care, but I'm like, would I ever use this? Is this like a preference? No.
Would you ever not evolve it? Like, that's another thing.
Yeah, I think maybe it is just like a high C or something.
Yeah, for me, it's like a high B.
Well, let me think about what would I put in B. But... Yeah, no, I know. Okay, I got you. A B would be like, oh, I like this, but it's not my. Okay, my.
Yeah, B to me is like. Yeah, B to me is above mid.
Yeah.
C is mid. Like I don't really have an opinion either way on it. But
I kind of feel like that. I feel like the internet
is better.
I feel like the internet wants me to have an opinion.
Yeah, but they do because they love it. But
yeah,
it ain't that. It ain't all that.
All right,
it ain't all that.
I'm putting it in C.
All right.
C it goes.
That's wild. I didn't think we'd get there, but let's go.
Crocolore is next.
F tier.
The Fire Croc Pokemon.
Yeah.
F tier.
I'm more than happy to put this in F tier.
That's hilarious. At first I was at like a D, I'm pretty sure, but it's just gotten worse. It's just
I hate everything about it. I thought the anime would save it. They didn't.
No, it's worse.
Yeah, what does it even look like in the anime?
He looks fine, but it's just bad.
I think I like it more. I mean, yeah, I guess I really don't like it.
You see how he's supposed to kind of be a saxophone?
What? I see.
The tail is like a saxophone. Like if you flipped him,
sure, I
see
it.
Like
yeah,
kind of a saxophone, because that's how their whole line is. Which
they're musical Pokemon.
Everyone has to understand this because tons of people, when we get to Skeledirge, they're like, "It's the best design thing ever," and a good design concept does not equal a good design. I'm going to say it a million times. It's just like
just because you have a lot of
yeah.
It has say it louder for the people in the back.
It has tons of amazing like design qualities, like inspirations is what I'm looking for, but the design itself it suffers the mid-stage like unibody design where they're just like Quilladin and Pignite, they're all like squished in one body, and then he's got a sombrero, which is just like, I don't know, it feels out of place, especially in like the line. I don't know. I don't like.
There's such thing as a great plan and a bad execution.
Yeah, I think.
Is this line?
I think
this line also suffers way over complication with like all of the stripe pattern things.
Yeah.
Like they don't make sense. They're just everywhere. Anyway.
You know, I'm totally with you. I think just because something has a lot of points of inspiration that are like easily accessible or like easily recognizable, I think a lot of people will like, they start leaving the comments like, oh, you don't understand this design. It has so many design inspirations. But like if they're also obvious, obvious, then like maybe the design's actually not that great, right? Maybe the design actually should have been smoothed out a bit, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think the stripes are like meant to be like keys, you know, like on a.
I know, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, no, I totally.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't.
I totally agree.
I don't think it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
F tier for me. He used to be D, but he's F now.
I don't think it's F. I don't think it's that offensive. I think it's just. I think it's just in D tier. I do. The part of this that I do like is its sombrero that is a fire egg that eventually hatches. I do think that's a really cool progression. I don't mind its body shape so much. Maybe a little bit, but.
I don't mind the sombrero nest, but it's just on that body. It's like
I think what it comes down to is like all these things just kind of packed together, right? It doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel like something that would be out in the wild, right?
There's individual what is pieces of it that are good.
Is it?
But
yeah.
all together, it's made. You know what I mean? Like,
is it a pepper? Is it a musical instrument? Does it have a fire on its head? Is it the Day of the Dead? Like, what is it? Is it an alligator? I don't know what it is.
All of those things. It's all of those things.
It should be smoothed out. But that's yeah.
One big point that you brought up is like, it should have at least been a ghost type here as well, because what is the egg on its head? Is it actually the ghost, or is it like, because Fuecoco's is its like hair or like its actual part of its body? Like, is the egg a part of its body? Is the sombrero a part of its body? You know what I mean? It's very
It's like the flame. It's like the flame on a tail, though. You know.
Yeah. The way I see this line is like, look, man, I like coffee, right? And then some people, not me, but some people like pickle juice. You're not putting pickle juice in your coffee, you know?
Yeah, it's true. So what to translate this Southern wisdom, what Lumi is saying is two things can be really delicious, but maybe when you put them together, they're not so great.
Right.
That's what a great interpretation.
That was really good.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I do actually like the key art. I think the key art is a great execution. Like it's doing work for Crocolar. I think there's a lot of expression. I think the line work is really clean. Or maybe it's like the shadowing that I'm seeing. I'm not really sure. There's like texture on its back. I think the key art's actually pretty good. Oh, you know what it is? The fire egg. You can tell that it's fire because the border is like
glowy.
the line art around the egg is red, and then it has this like gradient or this the shadow around it, which is really cool. To just indicate that the fire like emanating off of it. I think that's really, really good.
You said D tier, yeah?
Yeah, I'm putting Crocolar in D tier.
And fun fact, we have our first F tier.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
I'm winning today, guys.
Got our first F tier before S tier, and I'm pretty sure we put Florigato maybe in S last time. So
yeah.
That's kind of funny. We should, at the end of this, we should pull up our Gen 9
video,
go all the way to the end and do the comparison. I mean, obviously it won't have the DLC mods, but that'd be fun.
Next up is Quaxwell, the practicing Pokemon. Welcamo. And, I'm looking at it right now. This might be a little bit of a Motham thing. I know Soul hates the shoes, but I think it actually looks kind of tough. Like, I actually like the feather arms. I think they've articulated the feathers pretty well to look like fingers. The head's a little bit big for me, but he's got this like tough disposition in this key art. Obviously, the duck feet are in reference to like ballet shoes or I guess like tap shoe, like a stylized dancing shoe, because you can see like the blue feet underneath, but. It's not my... Oh, man. So his hair can still get messed up, too. That's kind of funny. At least in the anime. I've just never looked at the art that much. And I kind of like the key art. In Scarlet and Violet...
In-game, it looks awful.
In-game, it just... I just don't see it. It looks too much like a Disney character, and it's I don't like it. But I think the art it makes him look kind of tough. Like, he's like really serious and determined about his like dancing skills.
What did you just say, Lumi?
It's an S tier for me.
No, you're lying.
I'm kidding. It's D tier. It's D tier.
I knew he was lying. There was no way.
So what don't
this
you
is an
like
F
about it?
tier. This is F for me.
Yeah, honestly, I've never liked this design.
And no one's surprised.
Honestly, I don't remember what I put in the last one. I feel like I at one point thought this was F tier, and I've cooled on it a little bit, and it goes up to D because there are things about it that I do like. Like I do like, I like the colors a lot. Like I like the darker,
They are good.
more water blue versus Quaxley's lighter blue.
Color can do a lot.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, Dusty, I think they did a better job at articulating the feathers becoming like fingers. I like on the tail that you have
tough.
that light blue blending into the dark blue.
Yeah.
I like that, but ultimately it is still a Pokemon I am not a fan of.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, I feel like this art right here is the best it's ever looked.
Yeah.
Because even in the anime, it don't look good.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with that. His face is like the only redeemable quality, and then it's still lost.
No,
like
I think the hands are so cool. I think the anatomy of this Pokemon reminds me of maybe some of like the
anatomy's awful.
No, the anatomy reminds me of
I'll give you the hands. The hands are all right.
What are they called? Like I think they're called like the Rutos in the Zelda series, the bird people.
I don't know.
Where they have these really big feathery hands, which make them look muscular, and just really, really strong, like capable in flight or really anything else. So I guess I'm just appreciating that a little bit. But
to me, it's
they're called Doritos.
Yeah, Ritos.
Thank you.
The big head hair thing is not great. The eyebrow thing is not great. They took away the duck properties of its bill and made it into more like a water duck, you know? I mean, not water duck, water bird. And it has a tank top I don't love. It has like a diaper bottom I don't love. It doesn't have a
diaper.
Bro, he's wearing like a diaper.
He's not wearing a diaper.
He's not wearing a diaper, but it does, like...
What are you talking about?
He's got like a diaper butt.
He's got a booty, dude. He's a duck.
No, the diaper. It's a diaper.
It's not a diaper.
He's got like literal...
He's a dancer. He's not wearing a diaper.
It looks like a diaper.
No. I'm with Soul on this. I know what he's talking about. Like, I don't think the intention was a diaper, but, you know, it looks like a diaper.
Okay. No way. He's not wearing a diaper.
So he goes to F tier. F tier.
That's crazy.
What about you, Dusty? Did you say where?
I think he's just somewhere between C and D. I'm not crazy about it.
Well, then it goes to D either way.
Wow, I didn't expect that over Crocodile.
Is it really that offensive, Soul?
Yes.
Like, again, we got to be careful about the F tiers.
No, I'm not. These are solidified for me forever.
Okay.
Like, these are some of my least favorite Pokemon ever.
Okay.
Ever. I think Quaquaval, which we'll get to, is my least favorite Pokemon. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Of all time?
Yeah, of all time.
All 1,025, it's your least favorite?
I'm pretty sure.
No, that can't be.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I know you hate other
Never
ones
change, Soul. Never change.
It's true. It's just
Quaquaval is not that bad. All right. Quaxwell is done. Oh, Soul's doing a dance. Soul is
Quaquaval. That's the Quaquaval.
See, you know, as we, I don't know.
Should we move to Quaquaval and then do Meowscarada?
Because we already
started.
Yeah, let's do it. I hate it. F tier.
What do you hate about it? Tell me what you hate about it. Soul, tell me what you hate about it, because I'm not trying to get canceled for whatever your opinion is. Tell me why you don't like it.
I hate the feet and legs the most.
Yeah,
the feet and legs.
The feet are actually pretty weird.
Destroy me. And you know what? I've just realized that this bird and Quaxwell they're based on like the water chicken bird. I don't know what it's called, but that's definitely what it's based on.
I think that's its name, the water chicken.
What?
Bird. That's its scientific name.
It's the one with like the long like it like kind of walks on the water. It's one of those. It's literally those. They live in the water. They have big feet that like have these big things at the end of them. This is not even. They have ones with like big circles at the end. And that's definitely what it's based off of. But I don't care. It's ugly on Quaquaval. And then I just hate that it's wearing freaking bell bottoms, like literal pants.
That's cool, dude. Kendrick Lamar made that cool.
No,
he did at the Super Bowl. I think.
And then it's got like the donk or whatever, but I don't really care too much about that. It's like a kind of a duck shape, but it's still just.
I can kind of see how like weird. I guess I can kind of see that like.
It's wearing a whole suit.
It's got the duck base, but it's like
I believe what you're referring
its chest,
to
its waist is coming out of like it's like the front of it or something. It's almost like its body is like this way, or its butt is coming out this, but it's instead of the torso starting in the middle, it's like all the way to one side.
Yes.
I guess I've never
bird.
kind of seen that.
Because it's like shaped like if a duck was sitting on the water. You know,
yes, I
like,
do kind of see that a little bit more.
Look up the coot bird, Dusty.
The what is
How do you
it?
spell that?
Coot, C-O-O-T, bird.
Okay. Coot bird.
That's like one of those words that sounds bad, even though I know it isn't. You know.
Yeah. This is it. I'm pretty sure. But that's what it's based on. So it's not a duck
Look
anymore.
at its feet, like that third picture.
Yeah. Wait.
Nope.
Right here.
Yeah.
There's even more underneath it, but it's real life. It's a real life animal, and this is definitely what it's based on. But I think
crazy.
I was expecting a duck so much, and it just became this with like a peacock tail.
Sure.
Which is cool. It's cool for like Pokemon. I love when Pokemon do that. There you go.
Oh my god, dude.
Then you can see where
it's got these like bubble feet. That's crazy for listeners. It's like a black like duck or something. It's got this like white crest on its head, red eyes, and it's got these yellow feet, but its toes. Like think of a normal bird, but it's got these long dangly fingers. Like it's each of its fingers is as long as like the leg, right?
You know what's crazy?
It's like got three of them and they're bubbly.
Well, there's even
blue.
a red-fronted one. Oh, but that's referring to just its like. Its
dude,
face.
it looks like it's wearing shoes. This is so crazy.
What's crazy is this would make a good Pokemon, in my opinion. Like this could be cool.
Yeah.
But instead, they mixed a Brazilian dancer with it, and I don't like it. I hate it so much.
yeah.
I just the hair is too much. I don't like.
I think the hair is the coolest part of it. I do think. Listen, I'm like half with you. Like I think in concept, I'm like
it
fine with this Pokemon.
Little mask thing that the Coots have.
Yeah, in concept, I do kind of like this Pokemon. Like in my mind, I'm like, cool. I love Empoleon. I love Blaziken. I don't love Decidueye, but that could be something that it could do.
Weird.
And I do. I guess the more I look at this Pokemon, it is really just comes down to like the anatomy. Like if they're gonna make it humanoid, make it humanoid. But it actually has like the anatomy of like a Kling Clang. Like it doesn't make sense. It's not. It actually doesn't look natural for a humanoid thing.
I think that
because it's trying to be a duck. It's trying to be a duck.
You know the meme where like Toby told us about it, where it's like built like a Mewtwo, built like a Kling Clang.
Yeah, dude, this thing is
I don't
built.
even know what that means.
This thing is built like a Stakataka. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just it's based on that with those feet, but the feet are like off-putting in color. Like, what are the colors? It looks like they're just swollen. You know what I mean?
See, again, the color's not. Yeah.
It looks like it's someone. Like a cartoon took a cartoon hammer and slammed on each one of its toes, and now all of its toes are just like swollen. And
that's
dude,
funny.
You're
that's
so
funny.
right. You're so right.
That's what it looks like, and it's because the skin tone color of the like toes is off-putting. Like its skin tone color. Why weren't they like blue or white? Like the head is white.
Yeah.
I haven't found a single one. I'm sure it's out there, but I haven't found a single bird that assuming it's from the coot bird. I haven't found a single one that has like only red like ends of the feet like that. The giant coot does have all red legs and feet, but none. I haven't seen one where it's like this, where it's like orange feet with like the tips of them being red.
There's just little tweaks that would have fixed it. In game, it looks even worse. It's just a human bird dressed.
But it's not. It's not
Brazilian dancer.
No, because what you're describing would be like Empoleon or Blaziken. Like those are cool.
No, those aren't human birds. This is a human.
It's not a human though. Its anatomy doesn't make sense. I don't think it's
said the thing.
It is a man. Look at it in game again.
Yeah. The in-game model
like a human.
The in-game model does remind me of like I think this is maybe why I don't like it. It does remind me of like a Looney Tunes character.
Looney Tunes,
like its eyes are
furry. What else can we like? It's literally just a person dressed up and has a.
I do kind of see
that.
I do see that more.
Like,
torso, legs.
Some of the most furry mons are actually like considered some of the best designs. Zero
like
or
Floragato.
But I'm just saying it looks like one. I'm not saying that's
bad because of that.
It looks like a human that is dressed up as this.
I'm really trying to think.
It looks like a human in a costume and stuff. I don't agree with it, but I understand.
I'm really trying to understand what would make this Pokemon better. Let me look
A
up.
few tweaks would make it better. A few tweaks. It's redeemable if they could save it. But
What makes it better than Decidueye? I'm actually.
He looks like an
Decidueye has
owl.
bird proportions.
I'm actually trying to understand
It's
this.
an owl. It's an owl.
Yeah.
It looks like an owl.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most least human ones to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, Blaziken is the most human behind Quackleval.
Yeah,
Really.
for sure,
Yeah,
because it's
I can
more
see that.
shaped. But it still has like a anime cartoon. Like
Sure,
cartoon,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The proportions
has
are
a-
anime. It's got it's a kicking Pokemon, so its legs are like extra long.
Honestly, I think your issue is not that it's a man; it's that it's a man-duck hybrid because it's got that duck shape.
Sure.
You know, when it gets, and I think that's the thing is if they had chosen a bird like they did with Decidueye, it'd be great. If they had gone, okay, it's gonna be a man like they did with Blaziken, Blaziken turned out great. But instead, they were like, it's gonna be both a bird and a man, and decided to try to make that a body type.
They lean too much. Like, I love the motifs. They should have just done the motifs of the dancer, the Brazilian dancers, which I can't remember the name right now. But like, they could have done the motifs of that. But they lean too much into making it is literally a Brazilian dancer for like, what is it, Mardi Gras or whatever. Like, it is literally that with a duck head on it. Not
like
even
talking
duck,
about
really.
how Crocolore is like subtly a saxophone.
Yeah, there's no subtle.
But then this
nothing.
is not subtle. It is like, hey, if you didn't know,
Which I think is on purpose
I believe
because
a samba dancer. I think it's
Yeah.
samba. I'm not sure.
I think it's samba. It's samba. I'm pretty sure. I think it's on purpose because they're so like flamboyant dancer. Like, you know, like the everything about it is over the top.
Yeah.
So that they're like, let's make it over the top.
What do you think about what
makes sense? It doesn't look good.
What do you think about the water drop tail? That like kind
That's
of
probably my favorite part.
Me
I
too,
like that a lot.
because it glows up and it resembles that of like the plumage of like a peacock or something, which is literally a term that people will use to like, you know, draw attention to themselves.
It's the best part, but that's not part of its design all the time. It's literally just in an animation. You won't see it unless you're like in battle. You know, like that's it. So
I do appreciate when Pokemon have things like that, like little details that in their standard they don't have.
Totally.
But then in the battle they focus on a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, in fact, some I wish they'd, you know, lean a little more into. Like, spoiler alert, there's some stuff with low kicks that we'll get into that I wish.
I agree with that. I will say though that like its tail regular is just random. Like, I love the little things that are like hanging off the edge, but the actual tail is kind of weird. We don't look at it a lot, but it's not really appealing to look at. It's just like a circle with some feathers. I don't know.
I guess I'm seeing the biggest thing. I don't know. I might dislike this for the same reason that I dislike Inteleon. Like, it's just got this slender body. Maybe I just have a preference towards these like really muscular looking bird men. Like, I'm thinking about, again, the Rito. I think they look so cool. For those who don't know,
the Ritos are cool.
let me pull up a picture right now. Rito bird.
I think it's because again they went bird, but with man shape, whereas Quackleval could not decide if it wanted to be bird shaped or man shaped.
Yeah.
Like, I think Soul would like Quackleval a lot more if if we've got an artist in the chat, design a Quackleval without where the body, you know, goes out and, you know, it gets itself a like duck build.
I've always thought about
legs.
doing my own like kind of series where I just tweak some designs that would make them better.
You
for me.
you really should do that.
And it's just tweaks. They're not like, because I always want to keep the original concept of the designer, right? But
you see, like this is a man with bird features, whereas
see it.
Quackleval is a man and bird hybrid. There's a difference there, you know.
All right.
That said,
I think
I'd
we
put
spent
Quackleval in C.
Yeah, I think I love the colors so much, and every time I see it, and I use this in my first playthrough, and it was a lot of fun, but I just never want to come back to it. I'm never like, ooh, I want to use it. I've been defending the heck out of this, and I think I just don't care about it that much. So I think I'm gonna put it in D.
And it goes to D because Soul
but
says
that
F, I say C.
No,
and
but
you
that
said
feels
D.
dirty because I'm like, I think I feel compelled. I think I
yeah,
like it more than the other two.
with your
Than
I
Sprigatito.
mean, if you think it sounds to me, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it sounds to me like you do think it's at least on the lower side of mid.
Yeah, I look at it, I go, I like the colors, I like the concept, I think I like water types. I'm like, I think this thing looks powerful. It is the fighting type. I've enjoyed using it. But whenever
that's exactly how I feel about it.
But if this thing got but like when I think of Blaziken, when I think of Empoleon, I'm like, that's that guy, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, and that's why they would be B or up, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a good point. All right, anyways.
But Quackleval, it doesn't. There's things I don't like about it, but there's things I love about it, so it just narrows out to mid for me.
All right, yeah, then I'll put it in C.
So you say C, I say you do say F, just to be clear, right? So.
Yes, very clear.
Unfortunately, then it does go to D.
Let's go. I was gonna be sad.
All right,
if it went to C.
Let's keep going. We got it's almost been an hour. Let's do Meowscarada next.
Meowscarada.
This one I've cooled off on a lot.
Yeah, me too. I think I gotta love it.
It's again way too humanoid, bro.
No, I don't mind.
I
don't mind that it's humanoid.
Leaf, like you can see the leaf detail on its cape. I love that.
These are ladies' legs, guys. Ladies' legs, and I don't like it.
Oh my gosh.
So okay, that's a quote. Soul doesn't like the lady legs. All right, that's fine.
I do. I don't like ladies' legs.
This is a B tier.
I love ladies' legs.
This is a B tier. Dude, you've just been outed, buddy.
No, I don't like it in my Pokemon. I don't want the freaking woman in Pokemon.
I think it looks horrible in the game, and I love its concept art. I am putting this Pokemon in B tier.
Ooh, I've warmed up on strong on it. I would put it high C.
Nice.
Yeah, same. Because there's just so much. I don't want to go too much into detail because we spent so long on Quackleval, but I used to like it a little more. The key art looks great, but the mask and the ear, like this whole part of it is really not great, and the puffy part here is not great. I like the cape, and it's overall okay design, but it's just mid, and that's why these starters get bad to me. So it's just C.
I still think it's really strong. I think what's cool is seeing the like it's got this like leaf cape, and to exemplify that, they showcase its like the leaves. You can see the veins in the leaves, which is a really cool little addition on that design. That's like something you wouldn't see in any other like Pokemon design. I feel like that's just kind of like a new texture or something that they've applied. I don't know. It's cool. It's tough.
I think they made more of a point to, when designing these Pokemon, think about what textures they would have, because they were being put in a game that does show the Pokemon's textures. Whereas, in the past, like, they probably didn't put as much thought on it, because it was like, hey, we're just designing like a cartoon character. It's just gonna get drawn. Like, it's not gonna be detailed and all this. Which is why, like, some things look a little strange. Like, if you look at Latios and Latios, they're fluffy.
Yeah.
In the anime, this even puts me off more to it. Is like it's taller than Liko. Like,
that's
it's
cool.
Just, your Pokemon, no, but not like that much taller. It's like they're the same. They're like, this is my friend Meowscarada.
So
like, this
Pokemon
is my human.
Are our friends. So
no, I like it.
Like, they're just wearing a mask. Anyway, like, like the bubbly fingers and the bubbly arm things. It's not good. It's not bad. It's C tier for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like that doesn't match other things that you like.
C for me as well.
It's okay. So it goes to C.
Yep.
All right, that's fair. That's
the whole Sprigatito line in C. That's interesting.
And then we got Skeledirge, which this was a Pokemon I came on pretty hard. I was like, this is the sickest thing in the world. This feels like the second coming of Charizard. I was hyped. Dude, I forgot, and I've just remembered this key art makes him look insane. His eyeballs particularly looks crazy. So I still use my Skeledirge. I do like him. I named him Gold Teeth. He's a member of the squad. I do like him. But just kind of like when I see him in other forms of media, I just don't care about him that much. This is a Pokemon I'm never, again, I think maybe he's just too much of a cartoon. I think I don't like that he stands up. It's
so much better standing up.
I wish he just
so much better.
No, I think it looks. I think it looks horrible standing up. He's got these little like.
It looks too boxy too. Like the way his chest goes. Like if you look at that picture where he's standing up, it just like I don't know. It looks.
No, that's definitely intentional.
Like man-made, not like. Oh, I'm not saying it's not intentional, but I'm just saying I don't like it. It looks. Yeah. It looks It doesn't look organic, I guess.
I think when it's like this right here. Like I hate this.
So cool. No, it looks great. Like
I'm not a fan.
No, this is
everything
that makes it look more like he's got clown hair.
Yep.
I know it does. But if he stood up and got rid of the clown hair, he'd be cool.
Almost. No, I think at that point, if he's gonna stand up and you remove the clown hair, to me, then I go, okay, well, the other change it needs is to like
He's
have
just crocodile.
longer
He's
legs,
crocodile.
so it actually looks like it can like move around on 2 feet. But then then it's just a different Pokemon. I think Skeledirge is fine. Like I think it looks fine in this Pokemon Sleep render. It's just
fine is a great word because it's not.
Well, no, in this specific render, it looks fine. It looks like an alligator or a crocodile, right? I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's good. It's a lava crocodile. But I think
funny to me,
the way it moves throughout the world and the way that I'm always every time it attacks, it stands up. I just think it's so goofy. I'd rather it just be this like. It would be cool if it was just this like tank of an alligator that was just always on all fours. Think of like OG beta for alligator on all fours, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of maybe what I wish it was a little bit more like. I'm
gonna
put this in B.
So many people like love its inspirations, but it almost feels uninspired to me. It feels like bland but overcomplicated all at the same time. It's a very weird.
I can see that.
I feel so mixed on Skeledirge. Like there's just something off about it. But I still like crocodiles, so I'm like, I like that, but it's just overcomplicated. Like all of the scale things and colors and the clown hair, which is a nest, but it's not. It's a nest. It's not supposed to look like clown hair. It's just the circle thing.
I don't see the clown hair.
I still put it in B though because I do think it's the best one out of all of the final stage. It's just. For a starter caliber, it's like not.
Sure.
It's not there.
Yeah, this would be a cool like pseudo or something.
I don't even know.
Maybe not a pseudo.
I think it needs to be redesigned.
Yeah.
I think it needs help.
I want to say my piece for the record. I think I never saw it as clown hair. It's fire as clown hair. And I think I actually appreciate that the flames are not just standard flame shaped. Like I like how they have this like boxy rigidity. Like I think that makes it unique to this Pokemon. And does call back to the fact that it's like a nest. And yeah, this Pokemon has a ghost type. We're really not talking about types too much. But it's got the ghost type. And there is a whole thing here where it's like it's got this like dead bird fire spirit to it, which is just bizarre. I still don't like quite understand how that like works. Like, is this?
That's one of my favorite things about it, actually.
No, I think it's cool, but it is confusing. I guess I almost wish it was a little bit more a little bit more clear, right?
Just the more that I see it every day, like in media and everything, it goes lower and lower. But I still, just because I like crocodiles and reptiles so much, that's how it gets up to B for me.
I'll put it in B. That sounds good. Oh, I wish Quaxley was a little bit lower, but yeah, that's cool.
Oh, we got the starters.